Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Zelma Majurovic.
And I'm Preston Ferry.
Student protesters gather on SU campus outside of the library to protest against the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or most commonly referred to as ICE. The peaceful protest was hosted by SU's Latin Student Alliance. Anti-ICE protests have been happening all throughout the nation recently, largely due to conflicts involving ICE in Minnesota. To learn more about the Latin Student Alliance, you can find them on Instagram at cedar.lsa.
A famous food truck just visited Cedar City. Our reporter Cole Garney has the story.
A food truck put on an event featuring animatronic dinosaurs and Bumblebee. The event was hosted in Cal Ranch Store's parking lot. I Heart Cookies was the food truck that hosted the event. Admission required the purchase of one cookie per person, with one cookie costing $5.
It's good for the kids. It's kind of cold, but it's a beautiful day, so. But I think more events like this would be good to have.
I Heart Cookies originally started as a singular food truck in Wichita, Kansas. They got famous for their cookies and their entertainment events. Now it has evolved to become a fleet of trucks that travels around the country with a number of different animatronics and costume characters. This is the first time the truck has visited Cedar City.
So there's a lot of pressure. You know, people aren't always the nicest, so we just try to host the best events we can.
For more information about future events, you can visit facebook.com/iheartcookiesog. And for SUTV News, I'm Cole Garney.
Southern Utah University offers a food pantry. Our reporter Sadie Sandusky shows how the pantry helps students on campus.
Southern Utah University has its very own food pantry that helps students with food needs. It is located in the Sharwan Smith Student Center, room 120. The pantry provides free groceries and other necessities to all enrolled SUU students. The pantry is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and now operates by appointment only. Students can schedule an appointment through the SUU portal and can be found under the resources section. The appointment system helps manage students in a more organized way.
Past few years, we've had between 1,200 and 1,700 students each month during the September through April school year, fewer than that in the summer. In November, we went to an appointment system and we expected that would cause a dip. And so we were at about half that.
Inside the pantry, students can find items just like a grocery store. It is stocked with dry goods such as canned foods, rice, and pasta. The refrigerators hold items like milk, bread, and other drinks, depending on the week. There are limits on items to help ensure food is available for every student who needs it.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it can help students on campus who can't afford food.
The food pantry remains a consistent resource available to help SUU students throughout the year. For SUTV News, I'm Sadie Sandusky.
The reversal of the food pyramid has caused much debate amongst Americans.
All right. This year began with the U.S. Department of Agriculture and Health and Human Services announcing changes to their dietary guidelines, which present a radical change from the traditional food pyramid. The new guidelines include a reversal of the food pyramid, ending the war on healthy fats and returning real foods to the center of health, emphasizing on proteins, fruits, and vegetables. The top of the pyramid highlights the consumption of nutrient-rich foods such as eggs and nuts, with the red meat as one of the main protein sources. This has been the subject of many discussions.
For my perspective, I think that the new food guidelines are good because in some sense, like, you can't eat junk food every day or soda every day because it is not good for your health. But at the same time, you can't just eat meat or chicken just every day because you have to eat a balanced food.
This has led nutrition experts to question these recommendations, as both red meat and dairy products can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease due to their high sodium and saturated fat content.
There's a lot of research that has been done about overconsumption of red meat, which is not that has not really good health outcomes, so it's something that also people need to have consideration with.
Although some experts criticize the new guidelines for contradicting previous research, they welcome the fact that they prioritize natural foods and warn about the danger of processed foods and sugar. These new regulations aim to combat obesity and encourage Americans to make smarter decisions about their diet. For SUTV News, I'm Gianna Martinez.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. To celebrate, SU Thunder 91 is bringing back its annual Valentine's Grams for the entire student body, where you can dedicate a song and message to someone special. These will be broadcast free of charge all week before Valentine's Day until February 14. You can visit for more information SUnews.net.
The flavored soda company Swig announced that all of its Utah locations will now be opening on Sundays, catching up with the rest of the company. The Cedar City location is located on Old Highway 91 on the south end of town next to the Maverick and Mobetta's. The new hours will be from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., so you can stop by your local Swig and enjoy a beverage all 7 days of the week if you prefer. This marks a significant change for the company that has stayed true to its Monday through Saturday hours since it opened in St. George, Utah.
Swig has got to be my most favorite thing about Utah.
It's pretty cool, and they just dropped their Valentine's lineup, so they have this white chocolate strawberry cookie. It's to die for.
No way, that's amazing. I've got to try this out on Sunday.
I feel like all we do is talk about food on this show. It's great.
Yeah, but gotta appreciate it.
Man, we are big backs.
We're gonna take a quick break.
After this, we'll hear more about the Super Smash Bros. Club.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
If you're looking for some midweek competition, the SU Super Smash Bros. Club is always looking for students to come enjoy a night of community and gaming. Here's our reporter Asher Swiss with more on the club.
On Wednesday nights, the wing at Southern Utah University turns into a hub of friendly rivalry and fast fingers thanks to the Super Smash Bros. Club. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., students from all majors and skill levels come together to compete, hang out, and build community through one of the most popular fighting games of all time. The club hosts weekly tournaments that are completely free to enter, making it an easy and accessible way for students to get involved in esports on campus.
What I like about the tournaments is they're free. I don't usually have anything Wednesday night, so if I'm bored, I can just show up.
For any students that don't have a controller, there's no problem as controllers are available to rent through the still office so anyone can jump in and play. More than just competition, the Super Smash Bros. Club offers a relaxed and welcoming environment where students can meet new people.
I love playing Smash because it's something I grew up with as a kid and something that helped me with my mental health.
This year, as the excitement is ramping up even more, the club is preparing to host the largest esports tournament in SUU history, taking place on campus this April, right before finals week. It's shaping up to be a major event and a perfect break before the end of semester grind. For SUU News, I'm Asher Swiss.
SU Outdoors offers community events and equipment rentals for this winter season. Here's Kenzie Barlow with the story.
SUU Outdoors Garage, located on 356 South Main Street, not only offers outdoor equipment rentals and retail, but also trip programs and community events. Last Thursday, they held a Bad Adventure movie night in their garage where they featured the 2000s film Vertical Limit and offered free pizza, drinks, and popcorn. They are currently offering winter rental equipment for the community. Here's what the assistant director had to say.
So we're located here at 356 South Main. We've been here a couple of years now, and we are open to the whole community, not just students. So staff, faculty, students, and community members can rent from us. So for winter rentals, we offer cross-country skis, we offer snowboard rentals, both daily and seasonal rentals. We have snowshoes, tubes for tubing, sledding, and then we also have avalanche safety equipment, so shovels, probes, transceivers, and then we have a Neo overshoes. So if you don't have snow boots but you want to go snowshoeing, you can literally slide them over a pair of tennis shoes and go on. So students, staff, and faculty get 25% off of our listed rate. Weekend rentals work out to be really nice because we're closed Saturday, Sunday. So if you come in on Friday, you can bring it back on Monday. They'll be charged as a one-day rental. And then each additional day that you rent something, it's 50% off the listed price. So it works out to be a good deal. We're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
In last week's municipal election, Steve Nelson won the race to lead Utah's largest city in Iron County, marking a change in leadership as the city prepares for a new term.
Cedar City has a new mayor. In last week's municipal election, Steve Nelson won the race to lead Utah's largest city in Iron County, marking a change in leadership as the city prepares for a new term. Cedar City voters cast their ballots on November 4th, 2025, choosing Steve Nelson as the next mayor with approximately 60% of the vote, over challenger Phil Schmidt. Nelson's victory follows an open contest after longtime Mayor Garth Green did not seek re-election.
Hi, I'm Steve Nelson, newly elected mayor for Cedar City. First, want to just express my gratitude for the trust that has been placed in me to serve this community as mayor. I hope that people will feel very comfortable in just reaching out to me as a neighbor, as a friend, as just somebody who cares and share concerns and ideas with me, that we can work together to make this community better. So thank you again for the opportunity and look forward to serving.
Nelson ran on priorities including economic development, infrastructure improvements, and enhancing services for local residents. With his term beginning in early 2026, Cedar City now looks ahead to city planning and budget discussions under its new leadership.
Yeah, one of our main focuses in economic development is to create jobs and bring new businesses. And I'm looking forward to working with Mayor Nelson and some newly elected officials and our incumbent officials to help bring in new business, everything from retail and shopping opportunities to new manufacturing jobs to a variety of things that will help create jobs for students and for families who have moved away to be able to come back to the communities that they grew up in.
That was an inside look at new Mayor Steve Nelson for Cedar City. I'm Preston Ferry, now back to you at SUTV News. The Senate at Southern Utah University approved the decision to maintain funding for the SU News with the student fees. Here's our reporter Holly Zambara with more.
Last week, SUUSA conducted a meeting to discuss student fee requests. Currently, SUU News receives $5 from student fees per semester. The Senate proposed to reduce its funding to $3.50. The SUU News representatives argued their case to the Senate to prevent the decline in funds. Heather Turner, the editor-in-chief, presented a compelling argument to maintain their current funding levels. She highlighted how the fees were utilized, the importance of being funded by students, and the critical role that SUU News plays in serving the student body. After the presentation of facts, the Senate voted 10-3 in favor of keeping SUU News funding intact.
I was super excited we were able to keep the full $5 fee because truly we use all of that $5 for what it's worth. We pay our writers well and they produce really good content. I love the print edition we produce every year. I think a college campus is one of the few places that kind of thrives. And so I'm super grateful that we were able to show them exactly what we do with the money and they were able to agree that it was worth the student fee charge.
For SUTV News, I'm Holly Zaremba.
It is so amazing how many different equipment you can rent from SUU Outdoors.
I know, they have so many events going on, so many fun things. You're probably there pretty much every day since you pretty much live at Bryan Head.
Yeah, that's true. I always rent there my ski, my boots, also climbing shoes if I want to go climbing somewhere.
It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for equipment. That's awesome.
It is so amazing. We'll be right back.
After this, weather with Kenzie.
In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations. like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Welcome to SUTV Weather. I'm your weathercaster, Kenzie Barlow. This week in Cedar City, expect some sunny days ahead with partial clouds. Today, it is a high of 60 and a low of 34. And then Friday, those clouds are going to roll in, go away, and come back on Monday. As you can see, these temperatures are staying pretty stagnant up until Monday. On Tuesday, however, there will be some rain and snow. There is a 30% chance of rain and a 30% chance of snow in the evening, with Monday also being cloudy. And you can see these temperatures are going to decrease as next week continues. For Bryan Head today, all lifts are open. So it is a current base of 24 inches, blue skies, and mild winds. For the entire week, you will expect some sun, so just keep in mind that there might be some slush on the slopes. Maybe a great time to bring out a friend to learn how to snowboard, how to ski, or for you to try out a new trick at the park. So that is it for SUTV Weather. Stay safe and stay kind. Up next, we have our new segment on this day in history, so stay tuned.
Someone had fun today. Hey, sweetheart, everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. How's our little guy?
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Looks like I'm stuck working late tonight. Probably won't be home until closer to 8.
Oh, that's okay. I have got a laundry list of emails to send out.
I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Yeah, he did great. We had so much fun today.
If I die before I wake.
Try over and
Welcome to our new segment on this day in history, where it's the same day, very different headlines. So on this day in 1924 was the first Winter Olympics coming to a close, and this was in Chamonix, France. So a great day in France. Unfortunately, they did not get any gold medals. US did receive 1 medal, and Norway was number 1 with 4 gold medals. So a great day in 1924. With the Winter Olympics opening ceremony starting tomorrow, keep in mind that this is where it all started. Now, keeping on the trend for the Winter Olympics, this is 18-year-old Dick Button, and on this day in 1948, he became the first American figure skater to receive a gold medal in the Winter Olympics, which was held in St. Moritz, Switzerland. So, pretty awesome. Not only did he win a gold medal at 18 years old, but he also became a very successful broadcaster for both the Olympics and he won an Emmy. So awesome. Go Dick Button. All right, that is it for today's segment. Let today be worth remembering.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, It just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he'll flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Go Sports! SU's men's team split their matchups last week on the road with a 19-point loss to UT Arlington and a 79-76 victory over Abilene Christian on Saturday. Elijah Duvall was named the WAC Newcomer of the Week for his performance against Abilene Christian with 27 points. SU's women's team won both their matchups at home. Brooklyn Feely was also named the WAC Newcomer of the Week with 26 points against Abilene Christian. SU Gymnastics placed second in San Jose with Mia Randolph winning the all-around gymnast. The Mountain Pacific Sports Federation gave out some awards for SU's gymnasts this week as well, with Nia Randolph winning Gymnast of the Week, Mia Hampton as the Specialist of the Week, and Berlin Hall as the Freshman of the Week. In national news, the Utah Jazz have been active in the trade market, acquiring Jaren Jackson Jr., Lonzo Ball, and multiple draft picks. The Winter 2026 Olympics opening day is tomorrow, starting at noon Mountain Standard Time. The games are being held in Italy, mainly around Milan and surrounding cities. The flag bearers will be speed skater Aaron Jackson and bobsledder Frank Duca.
I am so looking forward to the Olympics.
I know, you always have to wait so long to watch them, but it's so fun to watch all the different events that can happen.
That is right, and I'll be rooting for Germany, obviously.
I couldn't have guessed that. You know who I'll be rooting for? America! You already know. We're going to have to do a whole theme show on this.
We're going to take a quick break.
After this, learn more about big iron swing dancing.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Big iron swing dancing is back at it again. Kate Haskell has more on the event.
And 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Big Iron Country Swing is preparing for 2 events this week. The SUU Club organizes a live line dance lesson followed by 3 hours of free dancing.
One more time, 5.
My name is Noah Stevens. I'm the owner of Big Iron Country Swing. I started swing because I love country dancing. It gave me an environment to be social, something that I've been able to grow a lot socially and emotionally because of swing. All are welcome, and I encourage all to come. We actually have a competition coming up for those who want to try and maybe they want to try their hand at competing in line dance competitions, and that'll be in May.
Events beginning at 8 p.m. offer a new curated playlist every event. Excitement stays high as attendance grows, and so does the passion for dance.
My favorite thing about Big Iron each week is since I help with preparing the playlist and helping with kind of the back end of things, it really, really is the most rewarding to see people just out having fun and smiling, knowing that I have done something to make their week or their day just a little bit brighter. I love that feeling.
Regular swing events take place every Tuesday and Friday. SUU students are encouraged to join the fun. This is Kate Haskell with SUU News.
SUU students are helping decide what will take the stage next year. The Theater, Dance, and Arts Administration Department has begun its season selection process. The students will weigh in with their ideas before final decisions are made. Jacob Merrill has more.
For the second year, SUU's Department of Theater, Dance, and Arts Administration is inviting students to take part in choosing next year's productions. In October, students and faculty submitted more than 40 production proposals. That list has now been narrowed down to 16 possible shows, including Jesus Christ Superstar, The Lightning Thief, Romeo and Juliet, and more. On Wednesday, the department hosted its first public season selection meeting, giving students the opportunity to share their thoughts and learn more about how decisions are made.
I think it's really important for students to be able to speak up about things that they're concerned about, things that they're passionate about doing. We want to make sure that we all have a well-rounded education. So it's nice to be able to come to these meetings and be like, hey, I feel like I want to do this to grow best as an artist, and that the faculty is there to listen and hopefully take our concerns into consideration and help us grow. Okay, I want it to be Lightning Thief so bad. I know it's technically a spring-slotted show, but I think it would be powerful in the fall. And maybe I'm selfish because I'm graduating in the fall and that's the show I want to do, but...
For many students, the process is not only about choosing a show, but about feeling represented and included in the creative direction of the department.
I think it is so important because students get their voices heard, and the things they're passionate about could come into reality if they pitch it right and if they get enough students on their side. I am really passionate about Jesus Christ Superstar. That was one that I personally pitched, and I think it is a great show and would be a wonderful addition to the season.
A final season announcement is expected in late February or early March. Reporting for SUTV, I'm Jacob Merrill.
A longtime landmark on Cedar City's skyline recently came down. SU's 150-foot high radio station antenna stood for over 40 years. SUTV's John Smith has more.
For decades, SUU has had a radio station.
The original radio station was a 10-watt station.
So it barely covered the campus.
But we started getting complaints from people who lived around campus that the radio station was interfering with their TV reception.
We got the tower and we increased our wattage FM modulation, then it was much better.
Since 1985, the KSUU radio tower stood in the hills at the south end of Cedar City. Originally, it overlooked sagebrush and juniper and the old rodeo arena. Then eventually, it looked over Walmart and Home Depot.
Over the years, I've climbed the tower probably hundreds of times. In the early days, when the lights would burn out, I would have to climb and change the light bulbs.
I guess I've gone from listening to the radio station broadcast through this tower to now being here to watch it come down, and I guess what is now the future of what 91.1 is going to become.
Development forced it to be moved.
And then we'll have another strap on the opposite side of these wires going up, and that strap will tighten it last, and then they'll cut it over here.
Whoa. Well, that's the end of it. Having been here when it went up, and now seeing it come back down, it's kind of a bittersweet moment. It's been a good experience both for me and for the students and for the university as well. I think it's been kind of a point of pride for the communication department.
New businesses and homes will now come in. The radio station now transmits from a new tower above Summit. For SUTV News, I'm John Smith.
SUU hosts lots of opportunities for college students to travel and study in foreign countries. Our reporter Emily Walters brought back some footage from these trips and information on how students can get involved.
Applications for summer short-term trips through SUU's Office of Learning Abroad are now closed. These 2-week adventures, ranging as far afield as Japan to Ireland to Sicily, feature faculty-led expeditions to significant sites, as well as accompanying homework, so the students can dig deep into learning about another culture. More short-term learning abroad trips are also available during spring and Thanksgiving breaks, with varying application deadlines. Any student, regardless of major, can participate in any short-term trip, and there are even options for non-students to join in too.
I enjoy working at the Office of Learning Abroad because I get to meet all kinds of people from all over the world.
Meanwhile, the semester exchange application doesn't close until March 15th, so there's still plenty of time for students to sign up who are considering spending an entire semester in a foreign country during the 2026 to 2027 school year. Students interested in the long-term programs are advised to meet with their academic advisor or department chair to coordinate classes before applying.
Learning abroad is important to me because I can meet people from all over the world and experience different cultures and understand the world with a more global perspective.
Find more information on both the short summer trips and the semester exchanges at suu.edu/studyabroad. For SUTV News, I'm Emily Walters.
Thanks for tuning in to SUTV News. I'm Zelma.
And I'm Preston.
See you next time.